water our good seeds, seeds of happiness, seeds of peace. And if you notice, the song have the ingredient that can help us stop. Just learn to stop, learn to slow down, and then be present more. So let us start with song I Have Arrived, I'm Home. You've been here for 2 or 3 days at least. You sleep better, right? The first day might be so-so, but the second day might be better, right? You feel more at home. So let's sing together. I have arrived, I am home, in the here and in the now. I have arrived, I am home, in the here and in the now. I am solid, I am free, I am solid, I am free, in the ultimate I dwell, in the ultimate I dwell. One more time. I have arrived, I am home, in the here and in the now. I have arrived, I am home, in the here and in the now. I am solid, I am free, I am solid, I am free, in the ultimate I dwell, in the ultimate I dwell. How do you feel at the moment? Yeah, just singing together like this, the collective energy of the Sangha can help us stay more grounded, bring our mind together. So how about just basic song, breathing in, breathing out? Yeah, this song very important to me too. And we learn to breathe and we learn to come back to ourselves, to the present moment. Recognize the positive quality in us, the quality of freshness. Many of us that look around still very young. Yeah. And you are beautiful the way you are, so recognize that. You are this flower and continue to nourish the freshness. And when you stay in the present moment, not carry away, you feel solid like a mountain. Just like you enjoy the seating, you feel you are solid. Enjoy breathing like that, okay? So let us sing. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am blooming as a flower. I am fresh as the dew. I am solid like a mountain. I am as the earth. I am free. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am water reflecting what is real, what is true. And I feel there is space deep inside of me. I Wonderful. I just want to ask you, how many of you can feel that you feel more open, after just a few days? Yeah, before, right? You see that? It's like a bloom, a flower receive some sun, some nourishment, and you stop blooming. You open yourself up, you more connected and more free, more at peace, right? And so let's sing one last song in the theme of flower. Recognize you are a flower, okay? A song, I Like the Roses. Yeah, I Like the Roses. Very simple. Where is it? I like the song I like, okay? Let's go like this. I like the roses. I like the daffodils. I like the mountain. I like the rolling hills. I like the twinkling star when the sun go down. Now, shoopy dooby 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 doo dooby 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 doo. I like the roses. I like the daffodil, I like the mountain, I like the rolling hills, I like the twinkling star when the sun goes down. Now, doobie 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 doo, doobie 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 doo, doobie 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 doo. Thank you. That's it. And now the Sister Huang Yim said one more song. So remember how when you feel a little low or something, remember you are flower. So practice breathe and smile, come back to oneself and see, hey, we're still alive. Things can be possible with the practice. Yeah. And then we can sing that song. Happiness. Okay. Okay, another one checking in. Do you feel more happy after the last few days? Enjoy learning cooking and eating vegetarian food, right? For the last few days, we eat just vegetarian. We eat less, meat and fish, to save, to extend our compassion, our love. We have it in here. So let's sing happiness. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, no longer in a hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worry. Somewhere to go, something to do, but I don't need to hurry. Okay, one last time together. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, no longer in a hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worry. Somewhere to go, something to do, but I don't need to hurry. Thank you. That's my secret ingredient for you to take home, okay? Cook in the kitchen, sometimes sing that song, relax, something to do, but we don't need to hurry. Thank you, dear friends. So now we invite our Dharma teacher to come up to have a sharing for today.
So, dear respected Thầy, dear Sangha, welcome to the day of mindfulness, also the last day of the cooking retreat with the title of Joyful Cooking and Joyful Eating. So now we will listen to 3 sounds of the bells. And when we hear the sound of the bell, please go back to your breathing and make yourself your sitting posture with comfortable, straight back. You can close your eyes if you like and follow your breathing. When we breathe in, we know that we are breathing. When we breathe out, we know that we are breathe out. Bring your mind back in the present moment. Don't let your mind thinking of the past or go to the future. Just be in the present moment, in the here and now, in your body and in your mind. And remember smiling. We don't have to worry too much to listen to the Dharma talk. And I don't have to worry to give a talk as well. Okay? So now we listen to the 3 sound of the bell. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. In, out. Breathing in, I calm my mind. Breathing out, I smile. Breathing in, I delve in the present moment. Breathing out, I delve in the present moment. I go back to the wonderful moment. So, respected teacher, dear Sangha, today is September 18, 2022. We are in the Race Togetherness Meditation Hall. Today is the last day of the joyful cooking and joyful eating. So, yesterday you have the long day from morning into evening. And you spend lots of wonderful times. You have workshop cooking and tea meditation. So do you enjoy it? Are you enjoying it? Yes. Last night I sat in the back and I heard many of you share, and I felt moved. And I felt that, it's worthy for us to organize the cooking retreat. I think we must thank you, or you must gratitude to one person. And this person, the one who remind me to think about the cooking retreat. You know who? Jean. Jean sits in the office. We give her flower. You know why? Many times I pass through the office. She always asks me, when we have cooking retreat? When do we have cooking retreat? Many people ask me about the cooking retreat. I said, really? And then another day she also said, yes, there's one man. He told me that it's only can come for the weekend retreat, 3 days. And cooking retreat, he like most. I don't know, is the man, that man was here yesterday. Sherry, I don't know, that is Are you that's the man? I don't know. But she shared with me long time ago. And you know, actually some people think cooking retreats it's very normal. And why we have cooking retreat? Why is not something the Buddha, the Buddhist, and the science, or the psychology, Buddhism? Why cooking? You know. But actually, I can see that many people love cooking retreat very much because 50% our life, 50% of half of our life is eating, right? Without food, we cannot survive, right? But how can we eat without cooking? You see, we cook and then we have food to eat. But the way how we cook, to nourish us, to give us happiness, to generate happiness and peacefulness in our life. So, and I understood why Chin Sion asked me about this. And so I'm first person I appreciate in the Sangha is Chin. She wholeheartedly supports and gives this idea. And I also have another our sister, but two of them they was not here. They are not here today. I want to share with you about two of them a little bit. One of them was she in California, in San Jose, to take care of her parents. She also loved to have cooking retreat because she wants to share how to cook with you and the food. You know, she liked to cook with Sister Nghiem, precept. Giới is mean precept. I forgot to introduce you. My name is Sister Nghiem. The people call me Sister Flower. Easy for you to remember. And she liked cooking retreat as well. When I suggest, and she said, yes, I support. But she cannot hear because she had to go back to take care of her parents in San Jose. And one more sister, she also loved cooking retreat and liked to teach. And two cooking retreats, she contributes her work for the workshop, but she taught how to make desserts. The first dessert she taught is white bean soup, sweet soup, chè đậu trắng. The second cooking retreat she taught banana steamed with coconut. It's very delicious, but this cooking retreat she's not here, so we don't have. It's difficult for me to find people to share with you how to make the Vietnamese dessert. But I hope that in the future we have more sister and brother can contribute in the cooking retreat. And she not here, and she not here in this world. She have passed away last year. Sister Chị Nghiem. Okay, forget it. Right, but I think she happy to support in the spirit. Yeah. Okay, I would like to, when Jean asked me, what title for the cooking retreat? Oh, I don't know. I think, oh, joyful cooking, joyful eating. Some people will, why you practice meditation, you joyful eating? You should not joyful. And I said, why not? Why we cannot joyful eating? And when you joyful eating, then you have joyful life. But what kind of food we eat, is bring us joyful. I want to share with you my stories. When I was young, like 10-year-old or 11 or 12, I didn't remember a long time ago when I was in Vietnam in Saigon City, Ho Chi Minh City. My father was a businessman, and he was Chinese. And my family, we have 7 people, 7 brothers and sisters. I have 3 elder sisters and 3 younger brothers and sisters. And my father was a businessman, and he was very busy, and he worked very hard to bring us a comfortable living, comfortable life. So in 1960 or 70, my family had the car, the first car in the world, and my father could buy it. And you know that he worked very hard to get the comfortable living life. And he met his friend many times. Anytime he met his friend, and they gather in the restaurant. I don't know why. But anytime he went to restaurant to meet his friend to talk about business, he brought each of us, about 7 sisters, he brought each of us to the restaurant with him. You know why? He wanted to share the delicious food in the restaurant, Chinese restaurant, to us, So I remember the first time I went with him, I was 10 or 11, I didn't remember. But I went with him to the restaurant. They give us the rooms, the private room for the businessman to have a contact, work. And I went there, and only me and only 2 or 3 girls were with parents. And we sat there and listened to my father and his friend talking. And they laughed and they talked very loud. And I was sit there and I felt very boring, I don't know why, just come here for eating. But then the other girl and boy, they start to talk, so I felt, okay, at least I have friends to chat, to sharing, and suddenly a waitress, he came out, he put the trolley, on that they have the tray, a big tray, and you know what on the tray? When the trolley is pulled out, and my father and his friend, they all, wow, they make the sound like that, and they, wow, and they laughing, they start, and I look back, I look on the tray. You know what that on the tray is? Steaming baby pig, the whole pig. You imagine the first, I never forgot the picture, the image, I saw it. A small baby pig steaming, it's dying already, but it's steamed. It lie on the tray around salad. And the baby pig, closed eyes, but the face looked like a baby, I felt terrified, but my father and his friend, it means they're so happy to see the baby pig. And I sat there and I felt terrified, even though I eat meat. But I never see the pig like that, you know. And I said, how can we eat the pig? I thought in my mind, but actually it's steamed already. The pig is died, it's cooked. So my father picked one piece of the pig leg, you know, where is the most delicious one. He put on my bowl. And I look at that and I cannot eat. I tried to take the meat and eat, but I could not. I don't know why. You know, I could not eat anymore, and I felt, I don't feel delicious. I don't feel any delicious, you know, and I just eat some sausage roll, spring roll, salad or fruit. And so when we went home, my father was not happy because he saw me didn't eat much. Even the one piece I never finished. I felt that, he would like me to be more happy, you know, to eat the delicious food. But he didn't understand my feeling. I don't know why. Even though I didn't know about the Buddhism, the Buddhist teaching, and my family haven't been in the temple, any temple yet. And, you know, from that time, that year, when my father started business, so every restaurant, and he said, next time I don't take you again. I will take your sister, your younger sister. My younger sister, my younger brother enjoy very much. They love to go restaurant with my father, except me. So only one time in my life, and I never been there. I said, okay, I don't like to go. And you know, so since that day, do you know what's happened? And since my father have friends, and they start to eat a lot of kind of meat, and my father have addicted to some animal food, meat, you know. So my family, my house in Saigon, we have 2 floors. My room is on the first floor. Anytime I pass, I went to my room. I had to pass the kitchen. And I always saw in the kitchen sometimes a live duck, a live chicken, a live fish, because the Asian people like Vietnam in the past, they like to eat fresh meat, fresh fish, fresh crab, fresh cream. So all kinds of animals are alive. It's not dead, not like you here. Here the people, when you go to the supermarket, a Walmart, a Costco, or some, you bought the meat. The meat is killed already. You just see the piece of meat, and you can eat. But in Asian countries like Vietnam or China, I think they like to eat something live, you know. But anytime when I saw sometimes I saw like a turtle. It's a kind of that. I felt very suffering, you know. I don't know why I felt something, sadness, you know, deep inside of my heart. And I don't know why when I was a teenager, I was not happy at all when I eat meat. And when my family have party or my sister wedding, and they also many kind of animal was killed by the chef in my family. And so when I grow up, and when I came to the practice, and I realized that why I not happy during when I was a teenager, because it's something deep down inside of me. I don't like killing, you know, and think because my father ate too much meat. So he got cancer. She got cancer something here. And in only a few years later, he passed away. I think because we didn't know much about the food, about like the scientists now, they can know why we got the cancer. Sometimes the cancer came from food we eat. Yeah. So I want to say this word. The father of world medicine, Hippocrates. You know him? Maybe I should write on the board. So you will know this man. He said that your food must be your medicine, and your medicine must be food. So the food, like my father ate, the animal, or some of us still eat meat. And we didn't know that when we killed the animal. And they was angry. So the anger, the hatred, it came out through their blood, their flesh, and then we eat that flesh. Yeah? And so the anger and the hatred, it became like a toxin, into the body of the animal. And we ate that animal. And this animal, we digest the toxin of this meat, this flesh. So that's why we got what? We got sickness. And also, the sickness is not only from bacteria outside or the virus, but also, like I said, by the way we eating, the way we living, yeah, and because the way we live not properly, improper living, so it make our immune system become weak, so we cannot resist the invasion of the virus or the bacteria. So if we choose the right food to eat, it will nourish our body, yeah, and also our mind. We can see that why now the society now a lot of violence in the society. Recently, I suddenly I entered the internet and I saw the news, and in China, and one young boy, he killed his grandmother. You know why? Because his grandmother always used the stick and beat on his head many times, create the anger in him. So one day he could not stop the anger too much, it expressed out, and he took his grandmother's head like this, and his grandmother said, "Release me, I cannot breathe." But he cannot release his hand because the anger is so much too strong, he cannot control himself, And finally, he just did because the anger is automatic. He wants to react with his grandmother, to like something like he didn't agree what his grandmother did to him, beat him, but he didn't know how to control. And this is one way he to stop his grandmother, but he didn't know that his grandmother cannot breathe. And then finally she died. And when his elder brother saw and took the video, but they thought it's just normal. And later the elder brother realized that, oh, something wrong, you Rani. And now it's too late because she was not healthy. She's still weak, so she cannot breathe, and she passed away. So you see that because why is the boy too much violence? It's in the past, our ancestors, they also angry, but they not too much anger like now. Now, lots of violence, anger, hatred arise around us, and even us. We need to be careful. Yeah, we need to be careful. We not control ourselves. And I think, and I also read some book. It said maybe come from the food we eat. Because body and mind, in the Buddhism said body and mind cannot separate. Cannot live. Your body and your mind is one. You cannot separate your body and mind. Right? It's true. If your brain something happen, you cannot acknowledge. If your brain is damaged, your mind cannot clear and cannot see things clear or understanding. So that's why some people, they have mental mind because the brain is happened. Some people like depression or stress. If too much depression, it becomes chemical. It's not depression anymore. It becomes sickness. So this kind of sickness is came from the way we live improperly, So, like my sister shared about the other day in her orientation, she shared with you the 3-way tips of cooking. That's mindfulness, smiling, understanding. But I would like to share with you the 3 things. It's like a gift. I think you might know already. I would like to offer you a gift. Everyone can bring home. That's the 3 words: mindfulness, concentration, and insight. So I think I should go down right on the board. I am a lazy nun. So different because we have some new friend arrive here. So that's why I would like to repeat again the teaching of our practice, our foundation of practice, mindfulness, concentration, and insight. So maybe did that. So mindfulness in Chinese is a it's Nghiem in Vietnamese, but Chinese mean this is your mind, and this is the present moment, and this is now. Nghiem. I write right now, so easy. Mean another meaning, remembering. In Pali Smriti, also mean remembering, because sometimes we forgot, like when you're cooking, or when you're eating, or when the boy he gets angry, he forgot. This is my rant. So when we eat, we are eating in the past. We're thinking of yesterday or tomorrow. You forgot. You are eating. You eat. You chew the carrot, but you chew something else. So mindfulness means remember, but it's not enough. You have to remember the right thing. So that's why we say right mindfulness. My brother said, do you want the chair to sit, to stand on? But it's okay, I can do like this. Right mindfulness. Mindfulness not enough. We need to right mindfulness. Because you remember, but you have to remember the right thing. We not remember the wrong thing. Mean when we eat carrot, I know, I remember I am eating the carrot, but it's not mean I'm eating the potato. So it's wrong, right? So right mindfulness means remember, but the right remember. So we cooking, we eating, we need to remember what we are doing. When I walk, I know that I am walking. This is my left foot. This is my right foot. Yeah. So if you combine the breathing and walking, like breathing in, this step, out, right foot, in, left foot. Okay. So we practice walking with mindfulness. In the morning, when I walk to the meditation hall, I saw many people walk so fast. Some sister also and brother also walk fast. Sometimes I ask myself, why we have to walk fast? You walk fast and you go there and you sit meditation. Why don't we walk and meditation when we walk? Yeah? You walk so fast, you go to meditation, you just breathe. You remember, you breathe. And you can breathe when you walk. We are lucky because we can walk here in the country now is peaceful, not in the war country. In the war country or in the country they have disaster about the climate change, like China. Some I don't know, that is the real news or fake news. That's storm and rain and and flood and tsunami, something. And we're lucky we are not got earthquake or firewood, forest. We walk in environment peacefulness. I am happy. I can walk peacefully here. I can enjoy the present moment. Why I have to be angry? Why I am sad? Why I have to worry? In the present moment, you can enjoy the present moment. So mindfulness, cooking also. Yeah. When we cook, we peel the carrots. Breathing in, I peel a carrot. Breathing out, I peel the carrot. But when I share with you like that, it's not mean with in and out. So you cannot on time for your lunch. Because if you cook for 100 people, like if the brother and sister, they cook for 100 people now, like you now, it cannot finish with the eating in and eating out. Right? I remember it's true, it happened. 1 hour retreat in Plum Village. They sold, actually they're very cute. I thought this guy, this man, he's very nice. When he practiced properly. And I was the chef cook in that year in Plumville, and we cooked for 100 people. And I saw he do like this, and my anger arrived. I don't know that he's still somewhere here in the world, but my anger arrived. Said, why you do so slowly? He said, he looked at me with the eye, with very compassion, and I said, I practice mindful, peel the carrot, breathing. And I said, but what time is it? And then finally he said, sorry, Siri. And he started to do very fast. So sometimes actually mindfulness is not mean everything slow. But actually you can slow. It's good at beginning. The first practice. If you cook for yourself, you can peel the carrot for 20 minutes if you like. At home, if no one say, it's time. Yeah? So sometimes you can see that in our monastery. Sometimes we also rushing. We cook for 100 people and we have to be on time with. You have to peel the carrot in mindfulness and breathe. In the past, I practiced many years about mindful cooking. When I was in the rotation team, I cooked, and I always tired, angry, because something very slow, I want to be on time. But later on, I learned a lot from the cooking, how to cook in the kitchen without angry, without rushing. That is the secret. And you have to learn. You have to practice at home when you go home. So we come here for the cooking retreat. We learn that secret. How to cook without anger. Anger, right? Without anger and without rushing. And we do with joyful and mindful, right? So the next is concentration. Concentration means we focus. We do one thing at a time. We cannot do 2 things or 3 things 2 times. But some people, they cannot. They can do 1, 2, 3. They listen to the music. They boil the water. They make the coffee. I really admire these people. They can do many things at this one time. But for me, if I do like that, I will burn my finger or something, So I think better if we can do concentration. We focus like we cut the carrot. I remember another day, Sister Nghiem also shared about when cut the carrot and they asked, what are you doing? Actually, they asked us many sister brother about this question, the same question. The first time he asked me, and I said, I cut carrot. I said, I know you cut carrot. So the second time, he asked me again. I said, okay, I remember her answer. I am breathing. Because he said, of course, he can see you cut the carrots. But he want to say, what are you doing in the present moment? Your mind is there in the present moment, or you get cut, but your mind is somewhere else, or your mind in the past, or in the future, or your mind worry, angry, fear, sadness. Yeah, like when we eat rice, when we eat food, we enjoy eating, right? But some people, they eat, but the suffering too much arise and they cry. They eat with tears. You know, in about 10 years ago, when I went to U.S. tour with Thai in U.S., in Colorado, in the YMCA in Colorado, and I remember I sat opposite one man. He sat opposite me. When I eat, suddenly I saw he cry. He cried a lot, you know, the tears come out. And he put like, and I sat opposite him, and I looked at him and surprised. I don't know why he cried a lot. And I said, I remember Thai teaching, you know, Thai said, when your emotion arise, you focus your mind in here, in your abdomens. Because abdomen like the tongue, you know, like a tree have the root, right? So if the storm comes, the top of the tree will flowing with the wind, with the storm, but the root is very stable. And in your body and mind, you have also one place, it's very foundation. It's here, abdomen, is dancing, you know. It's where it's very stable. So when your emotion, you put your hand here, and you see your abdomen rise and fall. Rise, that means you breathe in, and fall, that means you breathe out. So when your mind here, then your emotion will calm down. So I look at the man. I don't know what you do, help him. Then I do like this. I knock the table, and he hear the voice and look up and look at me, and I give a signal. Put your hand on here, and he follow me. He put his hand on the abdomen, and I say, I do in silent because we are silent meal, you know. And then he followed me, and then for a little while, he stopped crying, and he come back to normal, and look up, he looked at me, and he said, thank you, you know. So I can see that the power of how to bring you back to the present moment, how to calm down your emotion, if you know how to practice. You know, if we know how to use the mindful breathing, like the anchor to pull you back in the present moment, you're not flowing away by the storm or by the wind, or, you know. So it's very good practice. So concentration, that means when we eat, we're doing something, we focus one thing, and our mind not wandering around. Yeah. And the last is the insight. Insight means understanding. Wisdom. Yeah. So this insight, also another word in English, is understanding, is very, very foundation. Without understanding, we cannot love. Because love only comes from understanding. You cannot love someone you hate. Only understanding is make you love your enemy. So, how can we have insight? Actually, the 3 paths I share with you, every one of you have already. Only you just bring it out and use it and manifest it. When you're aware, then actually you have mindfulness, concentration, and insight. But you didn't see it. You are not aware of that. So I would like to share with you these 3 things to practice when you bring home for your cooking retreat. Because cooking or joyful eating, we also need mindfulness, concentration, and insight. If you don't understand, your husband and your spouse, you cook something they don't like. They eat and they will, you don't understand me. And maybe you will create the hatred. You eliminate the hatred, the anger in that person. And one day you separate and they divorce. Many people divorce because they do not understand each other. And so we don't understand, so how can you continue to love? Right? So also as well, when I see the suffering of the animal, I understand I cannot eat. I cannot eat. I cannot live on the other living being life. When I enjoy eat the food, the thing, the other people, the other living being hurting, painful, I cannot enjoy. I only enjoy when I eat the carrot. I enjoy to eat the tofu because I know that is not harm, But we are so careful about vegetable now because they have so many chemicals. So if we can eat organic or we can plant ourselves, it's good, But when I share like this, it's not mean I ask you to force you to eat vegetarian or to force you to eat organic food. Yeah, it depends on the body of everybody. But for me, if we eat less meat, it's less killing, right? It's less make the other living being suffering. It's better than, we don't eat at all. I remember when I was in Plum Village, we have 2 days a week in Day of Mindfulness in Plum Village, and usually we gather on the hamlet together, and brother sit one side, sister sit one side, and we eat together with Thai. That's in the past. I remember one brother, He anytime I sit there and he sat opposite me at the cross, when he younger brother. Anytime he ate, he took 1 spoon of food and he took up. He looked at that, and then slowly he put the spoon, the scoop of the spoon of rye or food, and he put in the mouth, and he's closed his eyes and he chewed very slowly. I look at that. He's very joyful that, the whole bowl, he do like this. He did like that, he look, and then, because he did what Thai teaching. Thai said, when you eat, look at that, this is carrot, this is tofu, this is tomato, this is potato. And he did the same, exactly 100%. He looked at that, That's why he very calm and gentle and work very mindful and very calm, very kind. And I always inspire my younger brother. Even many years, we not live together in the same village, but I always remember his image, his beautiful image. It nourished me a lot of the way he eating, mindfulness and gentleness, and very awareness. He knew that what he eating. So I hope that when you go home, you practice. At least if we cannot do every day, but at least once a week, we organize a day of mindfulness for your family and yourself. Eating mindfulness. Also, yesterday I saw many couples in this retreat, and yesterday we celebrate one couple who been anniversary for 27 years, right? What? Is this true? I remember it's correct? Yeah? Okay. So I just want to share with you one story about a couple of cooking. This couple, they love each other very much. And the wife, she cooked very well. Anytime she cooked, it's delicious food. The meal always delicious. All the food she cooked is very delicious, and he loved it very much. But unfortunately, she passed away earlier. And now, but I forgot one thing. Anytime she cooked, her husband, he saw his wife, took a book from the cupboard in the kitchen, and she took that book and she looked, and then she put it back, and then she cooked. So he thought that book is recipe book, so that's why she cooked very well. And she passed away before him. And now he had to live by himself because their children is grow up and they live away, and now he been by himself. He had to cook for him, but he didn't know how to cook. He missed his wife very much. So suddenly he remembered the book on the cupboard. He said, "Oh, now I need to take that book recipe so I can make the dishes for myself." Even she passed away, and he took out the book. And he took out the book and he opened the book and he read. But he saw the first page when he opened, you know what the sentence he write in the book? I need to look, I forgot. In the book says that because this story I think is really nice, I want to share with you. Here. In this book, she wrote, "The spy to cook delicious food is love. Love is the main spy for cooking." You would like me to write it on the board? Oh, I need to write this. So. So I like this sentence because the cooking retreat is we learn how to cook in such a way it brings love and happiness to ourselves, to our body and mind, and also to our beloved one, their happiness and peacefulness to them. Yeah. It's not only we cook delicious food, but we cook with love. You know that when the brother and the sister here, they cook for you, they cook with love. Like Brother Dailek raised strength. Yesterday he cooked curry. You know, this morning even the curry now only the broth, only water, liquid. It's no more potato, no more tofu, but I can feel that I can taste the delicious soup, you know, to eat with the bread. So this morning I only enjoy bread and the curry left over yesterday, but I felt nourishing, and I can see the love of him in there, and now brother and sister in the food. And you know, when we cook with that love, this food is nourished. It's also medicine. But if we cook with our anger, hatred, then this food becomes toxin. You know, sometimes people they eat the food. They feel they don't know why they stomach ache, or they feel something not, because maybe the food cooked with the negative energy, with not good energy. And you know, one of my sisters, she shared with me that, you know, when I eat the food, I know who cooked this food, how they feel. I looked at her, I said, really? You amazing. How can you know that this food is cooked by someone and how they feeling? And she looked at me and said, yes, I know. You know, this food is nourished or not, it's healthy or not. I said, wow, I inspire her. But for me, I think I should learn more from her. But I think it's maybe some true. Because, you know, every time before I drink the tea in the morning, I always look at the tree and I read this God of love before I drink tea. You know, I send my love energy to the universe, and then to the tea I drink. I drink it. It's not only nourish people, it's nourish myself. This become medicine. You send your peace energy in the food, in the water, in the tea. You know, what you swallow, what you, put it in. So, so this is the last story I want to share with you. And I also share with you one of my dreams before we end my sharing today. That, you know, in our monastery, we have one day is no internet. We don't use internet one day, except Jean, because she works in our office. But the sister side, the brother side, they also have one day internet, but different day. But we practice, we have one day no internet, and one day no car day. You know why? We want to protect environment. Also want to protect ourselves. And so when I prepared my talk, I think, why don't we share with the Sangha that we hope that we have one day no meat, vegetarian day, you know. When I live in England, actually I came from London. When I live in England, every year they have one vegetarian nation day. It's October 1st. And all around the country, the students, they eat only, usually they eat fish and chip, but now they eat chip. You know, chip means French fry, but in England they call chip. It's not like here. And sheep here they call cribs. So England is different. But when I live in London, I found that all the country is so very nice and lovely. They have vegetarian nation day. But when I came to United States, another day I asked my sister, do you have vegetarian day in US? He said, no. I said, really? Are you sure? He said, yes. So, I think that why don't we make the vegetarian day for United States? This is my dream, And that day, everyone is vegetarian. And no one eats meat or fish. And so the butcher do not go to the slaughter to kill the cow, the pigs, the chicken, duck, and we don't hear the cry of the animal in the world. And our planet will be peaceful at least one day. That is my dream. I think that is impossible to realize this. It's very difficult, I think. But I just share with you my dream. Like Martin Luther King, he got his dream. I also have my dream. Yeah, my dream is vegetarian day, and I hope that you can make vegetarian day in your family. If you cannot eat vegetarian for a whole year, you can eat 10 days a year, or you can eat 1 day a year. It's fine. Yeah, but at least we reduce killing, and we help our planet. But actually, we help ourselves. Yeah, we help ourselves. So I see that's what I want to share. Maybe I'm finished here, and I just want to share with you, and I hope that you go home with the happiness of cooking retreat and practice of mindfulness, concentration inside, and also smiling. That is one tip of Sister Nghiem put in the sharing another day, love and smiling. So love and understanding and mindfulness, will help us have peaceful life. Sorry, one more thing. Before we end, I would like to first thank you, Jean. She the one who make this cooking retreat realize. And also thank you, Sister Thanh Lương, for help organizing team, and the sister to help in this retreat, and the brother and sister in the workshop yesterday. Thank you very much. Brother Đại Lực, Sister Nghiem, and myself. And also I thank you, brother and sister in the cooking rotation. They have worked for everyone. And also I would like to thank you because of you. So that's why this retreat can realize and can achieve. And I think that, do you know that 3 days you here, you bring the energy of the environment is good. You see that the weather is beautiful because your energy, the good energy, it affects you, the energy of the environment. So this because it's the interbeing, So the universe inside us, and we are in the universe. We create a good environment. We create a peaceful environment. 3 days, many animals do not kill, and because you are vegetarian. So thank you very much, and we hope that in the future when we have a new dining hall and we have the cooking retreat. And if you have anything, please feedback about this retreat, and you can write in the paper and you put in the bell for us, so we can take that and we can learn what we mistake in this retreat and what we need to improve or to be more beautiful and more perfect in the future for the next retreat. So hopefully you go back home with a lot of happiness, peacefulness, and cooking recipe, and you can cook good. Thank you.